I still don't know what that says.
I don't.
That it's a
I
garbled
have it. It's I
make
don't know
believe
what the
word.
heck. Yeah.
That means in Klingon that is welcome to Tri Virtual.
Yes. Try
Virtual
round
round
table.
table. We're
I
supposed to
know.
be
I was doing
now
docs.
uniformed at the end.
Yeah. All
Oh,
right. So what's up,
oh,
everybody?
that's why it was
Welcome
so
to Try.
floppy.
Yeah, because Doc's not here. Welcome to Tri Virtual Roundtable. Here we are. We are they. Hold on, I gotta pause this real quick if I could. All right. So we are
I think
talking
wasn't it didn't Doc have like a foot emergency where someone
emergency.
said their feet smell and he's like, I'll take
Right.
care of
It
that.
was. He jumped right in.
And
He jumped right in. It was like feet time.
I think the
Because
fact that there were three women and they were all three very beautiful and they said
right.
we need some foot care and he's like,
Yeah.
I'm there, you
On
know.
my way. Yeah.
Yeah, he
So
decided to take
so
the Mustang, because it's faster. He's like, I'm not taking no. I'm taking the
I'm
hardcore.
taking
I
it.
got to
Yeah.
get there to help my patients
Quick. Quick.
and get their numbers.
No, so he's at a event, a work event. Some doctor friend, I don't know
See,
what.
told you, work event.
I don't know. So he's out there doing his thing. So he might pop in here today while we're in here. He might not. It depends on how it's going over there. So, how was your week, Icy?
It was good. It was good. Yeah, well, it was pretty good.
That's all we got.
What
It was.
What about yours?
It was good.
That's
Busy.
all we got. That's all I
I
got.
didn't even finish yet. Shut up.
Oh, sorry. I have a problem
No.
with premature stuff in my life, so I always jump ahead. Go too fast. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you might
I'll
want to.
give
You
you
might want to
time.
work on that. Can you
I'll
give me?
give you time.
Just let
No,
me.
no, my doctor says there's a pill I can take. So
Right.
it'll be all right.
So my week, it was great working on a couple good projects and feeling good out here still in New Jersey. So having fun, meeting a lot of new people, a lot of surprises and great stuff going on. So I'm having
But
fun.
just to clarify though, no Tinder dates, right? No
None.
Tinder, nothing like that.
No,
Okay.
no tenders.
I know New Jersey's famous for Tinder dates as
Hey
a state.
Tracy. Hey Tracy. I need you to get some facts for me, please, if you don't mind. I heard that New Jersey had
You
some
have to have
kind
an
of
account first.
famous
That's the
famous
biggest
thing
problem.
with Tinder. I didn't know that, so thanks, Mike, for
S-
bringing that. So
Snooki's escort service. Snooki's
speaking of
escort
which,
service.
speaking of which, let's use that as a segue. Today we're talking about confirmation bias. So
What
so
is it?
Mike,
What
so Mike, what made you think that New Jersey was so prevalent with um Tinder
I
dates
think there's an
that
algorithm that kicked in on my phone when I was searching something and it was like New Jersey prostitutes are now legalizing themselves. I don't know. I don't know. Doc is the one that sent me the first video, so
right,
I don't
right.
know.
All right, so we're talking about confirmation bias. Is what I'm looking for true or just what to be right? So I've been this week. It was pretty crazy because we started talking about this about 2 weeks ago from Arcadian. So I don't know if she's on. What's up, Arcadian?
Where's she at?
I don't know. She's not here now. No, I don't know. So Arcadian came up with this idea and was we were talking about it, and I thought it was a great idea. Confirmation bias. Actually, no, I take that back. You brought that to my attention first when we were talking about what was
The
it?
app, the
Yes,
the
yes,
news.
the news app, where you were trying to create a news app and you wanted to create an app. And actually, let's talk about that too. So you wanted to create an app where you can filter in all kinds of different news feeds from different sources, whether it be right, left, in the middle, whichever way you're going. It feeds all the different news sources inside so you can be more informed on all of those things so you can get your facts straight, or so you wouldn't have confirmation bias. So
Well,
in let's
basically, I'd rather explain it
there
because
you go.
I
I
don't know
know I
what
chopped it.
you
I
were
butchered
talking
it.
about.
Yeah, I know I butchered it.
No,
Go on.
so basically, I wanted an app that shows like left leaning media, right leaning media, and media in the middle. So then you could say, I want to know what the left is saying about
Right.
Trump's UFC fight, right? Because
Right.
I know if I watch like CNN, it's going to be, they're very conservative. Oh, no, they're not. Never mind. CNN's not. No, but they're going to say how bad it is, right? But then you look at Fox News, they're going to say this was an amazing event, right? So, and then in the middle, there's some news organizations that just tell the fact, right? A lot of independent people, they just lay out the facts. They don't give their opinions. And I think a lot of news stations now, they put their opinions in there big time, right?
Oh yeah.
So therefore, you'd on this app, you'd be able to choose, I want only one side of the media, or I want in the middle. I want everything. I want it to generate all the middle ground media. So that way it can educate people or show people what the other side is thinking,
Yep.
right?
A lot of people.
Like,
Yeah.
well,
Go on.
because there's things that I learned from Doc and you, and I'm like, nah, that ain't no true. Because my algorithms that'll be talked about in confirmation
Hmm.
bias also. My algorithms are spitting out what I want to see. That's
Exactly.
gonna that so
Yep.
confirmation bias that leads us back to there is
Yep.
I'm looking for stuff to support my idea,
Yep.
my viewpoint. I am
And
searching.
prove
That's
your point.
confirmation
Yep.
bias.
Hmm.
I want that to be confirmed by
Right.
what I look at.
Yep.
And so anyway, that's kind of what the
Yeah.
app
What you
was
look
going to
at.
be about. But
Yeah. See, in me, I would filter that app and I would have it all, mix it all in one. So when you're reading it, I would just want to see all of it at one time. I want to.
well,
I
no,
don't
that's why
care.
you
I
pick
don't
the
care
middle.
what
That's
side.
why you pick the middle. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You have both sides. You could say, how does Doc feel about what's happened in New Jersey? Because I got something on my feed of how bad this law is, right? And then I'm like, well, I wonder what Doc is thinking. Like, what does he normally watch? And then so I
Right.
watch hit that media, and then it's
Yep.
like, this is their side. This is why they're saying it's good, right? And I'm
Exactly.
like, oh, I didn't even see that because the media that I'm ingesting
Right.
might be saying the opposite and not talking about the good parts.
Exactly. Hey, Honey Bear. Honey Bear Catherine says, "What's up?" Hey there.
Oh, real quick. Well, I want to.
Yeah. I
I don't
want
want
to
to
talk
wait.
about that too.
No,
Go on.
I want to.
You? No, I will. Where's
Oh,
Doc? He's at an event and he might pop in here. He had to go and.
you should send her an invite, man, and let's get
You want
her
to
on
come in,
here.
Honey Bear? Yeah, she can come in. Honey Bear, you busy?
She's like, I'm
Uh,
not camera ready. I'm not
yeah.
camera ready.
Well, let's see. I'll send her a link. Heck yeah.
Actually, that didn't sound like Catherine at all. I'm not camera
Oops.
ready. That's not Catherine.
Why is oops? That's supposed to
But
be.
anyway,
Keep
so
going while I get a link
yeah,
ready. I
yeah. So
gotta.
I want to tell a little bit of things that happen to show that I think people maybe even they know it or they don't know it, but they actually search out that confirmation bias, right?
Right.
Because my daughter, we got into a discussion about our country being founded on religion, right? And I said it was, and she goes, "There's nothing that says it is, right? It says by the creator, which could be anything, right? It could be an
Mm-hmm.
alien race." And I go, no. I said, it may not say the exact words, this country is founded on religion. It may not say those exact words, but,
Right.
and then so she goes, well, blah, blah, blah. And then she said that there was an article written back then that said specifically America was not created based on religion, right? And so I'm like, okay, I never heard of this one. It was French or something. So again, we're educating each other at this point. So I start looking for, I go to Google and I say, what are some ways I can prove that the US was founded on religion? So I'm purposely doing the confirmation bias. I'm
Right.
actually telling, I want to support my side.
Your
Did I
narrative.
say I
Mm-hmm.
want both sides? Yeah, my narrative. I said,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want both sides. I want to prove my point.
Right.
So then I have all these documents and stuff like that, right? And but that's just an example. What?
Fine, Honey Bear. She said, not prepared. Fine, fine, fine. But
I
yes,
told
we'll
you
be
she's
there
not
Friday.
camera
I
ready.
know. Camera ready. We got it.
Yeah.
I know. And we'll put
Um,
we're gonna talk about it in just a minute.
but yeah, so anyway, so that I think we all search, and we do like it. We do like being in our own groups too,
Mm-hmm.
right? So when I call a certain person, I know they're going to have my values. I know they're going to see it my way. It is nice to be able to talk to, I mean, do we grow as a country, as a people, by only listening to ourselves? No,
Of
that
course
I
not.
don't think so, because then we're just going to be in our own camps always, and we're going to be
Yep.
fighting. So
So
we
yeah,
need to
so
get.
this is
Well,
so when we used to fly around in the jetties, and we'd cruise around and have our conversations and our views on and our however we looked at it. um we would go in depth with those conversations where you're giving your point of view and I'm giving my point of view, and we would go back and forth like with our
opinions.
opinions. And then it was this craziest thing. We would go for the longest time, and then we would always boil down to, well, yeah, I agree with you on yours, and yeah, and I agree with you on yours, and I can
But
see how this.
you're skipping a big step. We would be yelling at each other in our headsets at like 1 in the morning, and I'm like, we need to close the border. We need more than, and it's like we would go for an hour yelling at each other. But honestly, at the end of the day, though,
Yes.
we're still flying around, and then something would happen in the multiverse which would get our attention. We're like,
Yes. All
hey,
right,
did you
let's
know they
go.
dropped a new statue? Wait a minute, Doc has a statue? And
Duck
then
has a
we would go
statue.
there. So yeah, so we would
Hour, it
argue.
just
It would
oh
be heated
oh
sometimes, but
yeah,
not
oh
like,
without a doubt.
yeah, not like violently towards each other. But
Oh,
that, I think that's part of discussion.
so and that's what my point that I was getting at. Yes, Trace, I'm sure we woke you up several times, because
I
Mike
was going to
would
mention that I was very
Mike I
loud.
yeah
Yeah,
he was. And when Mike would get going and Icy would get heated, oh man, he was quite loud. And not to say I wasn't loud. Also, I would get
yeah,
yelled
because
at.
you got knocks at your
I
door too. You got
all
knocks
the
at your
time,
door, and you're
all
like,
the
oh, I'm
time.
being too
Well, you
loud.
quite yes, all the time. Yes, because I mean, we would get heated, but then again, at the end, we would bring what we have to the table, and then we would keep going, and never taking it personal. At the same time,
A
both of
little
us.
personal sometimes, but
eh,
no, it was personal because we
Oh
both we'd
yes,
be
we
passionate.
were yes.
Yeah,
It
about
was
what we're
yes
talking
on
about.
what we were talking about, and then we would come back around and see, not to say that we both agreed with their, and it's going to change the way we our view. It was more that I can now see his point of view and where he's coming from, and how he thinks about this particular situation. and
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 that
then
that actually is good, even though because let's say there's something I'll never convince you that it should
mhm,
be this way. I'll never convince you, but
that's
then
where I
you
was going
see,
with it.
well, this is at least why he thinks this,
Right. And
right?
that's why.
And now it's not
Mhm,
just like I hate this group or I hate this thing, this policy, or law. It's
exactly.
more like, why do you hate it? Oh, well,
Yep.
because whatever. But
Yeah,
anyway,
because that's why. And I a lot of times go on other news organizations for that purpose alone. Because and a lot of people always say to me, why do I go on those other news stations, and why do I just turn them on? Because it doesn't really matter. Because I want to hear what their perspective is and why they think that way, and why they're try to hear their facts that they're coming with. Because I can hear a speech or anything, and I can take out excerpts of that speech and put it into any narrative that I want. I mean, I can tailor it, dress it up to make it sound like whatever I want it to be, and fit it into that narrative. So I like to hear both sides. I like to hear what every side's coming from. I don't know. I like to
well,
hear their.
so this isn't about really confirmation bias, but this is something that just came to mind the other day, about the Trump's speech, right? That certain ABC and NBC weren't going to show it, right? And CNN, and their reason is because they say, because, well, we know that Trump lies, so we're gonna verify it before we, we'll play it later. If there's anything worth playing from this speech, then we'll do that, right? So then, of course, the media that I'm watching, they're like, this is ridiculous. They're not showing his the president of the United States. They're not showing his thing, right? And I'm like, okay, I could agree with that. I do.
Right.
But then my brain also thinks, wait a minute, okay, has this happened before? Right? Not only with Trump, but just in general.
In general.
So then I found out under Biden, there was a speech that 4 networks didn't carry Biden's speech. And it was the same kind of scenario where it wasn't a State of the Union. It wasn't like a planned, normal presidential elected speech. This was on the spur of the moment, like Trump's was about election integrity. So, in case some of you missed it, you can watch it on YouTube. Anyway,
I did miss it. I didn't watch it.
But
I
believe you. I believe you didn't. I know. I believe.
And I didn't see Biden's, and I didn't watch a lot of.
Well, no, but see, that's what I wanted to put.
Speeches.
I wanted to put that on there, saying, we're sitting here saying, oh, how bad it was that they're not carrying it. But like in 4 years ago, whatever it was, I don't remember the exact date the speech was about. But it's like, did we on the right, did we complain? No, we were happy that they weren't showing that. Right.
Exactly.
But now, and back then though, it wasn't. I don't know what. Apparently, it wasn't that big of a deal on both sides, because no one wants to watch Sleepy Joe do a speech. It's not about fact checking him. It's about being able to translate what he's saying. Anyway.
Stop it! Because don't get me
I don't want to lead.
Don't get me started.
Hold on, I don't want to lead the audience here down a road where they think that I'm a conservative. Because
throw that out there, right? Yeah, we don't want them to think that. Yes.
By the way, celebrate 250th. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
again, hey, don't we have a video that kind of explains?
Yes, I'm going to put that on right now. You can prep it while I get it ready.
Okay. First, you take the onions, right, and you chop them up. You prep. Prepping is the best thing. And then you get the hamburger helper and you add a little onions to it, and you skip the hamburger, and you got yourself a gourmet meal.
Have you ever met someone that was so aggravating, so stubborn, and so out of touch with reality that they look at objective factual information that disproved their point of view? Has that person ever been you? In today's video, we will be talking about a popular cognitive bias called confirmation bias that explains why it seems like sometimes we are living in a different reality from those around us. So what is confirmation bias? Confirmation bias is when people only look for and see information that confirms their own beliefs. For example, let's say that I strongly believe that eating a bag of chocolate every day is good for me. I will look for every piece of information that proves my belief that eating a bag of chocolate every day is good for me, while ignoring all information that disproves my idea. This can get especially tense with someone who does not believe that eating a bag of chocolate every day is good for me. You can probably see where this is going, and you've probably been in this situation where you're not arguing about a bag of chocolate, but something a lot more heated. So why does this happen? Well, it turns out that this is a result of our brains looking for more efficient ways to interpret information. Our brain looks at reality in a certain way and filters all information through that worldview. It is much easier to keep our current worldview than to keep changing it when new facts come along. So our brains have a bias towards maintaining what we already know and not shaking things up too much, as that makes it slower and more difficult to process information. The problem with this, obviously, is many times we ignore information that doesn't confirm what we already know in order to maintain our current worldview. Topics and beliefs that have a lot of emotion behind them can make people more prone to confirmation bias, especially if they identify with them. So where can you find this in real life? Well, everywhere you look, really. But what I find really interesting about this concept is that it can be so blatant. For example, Two people can look at the exact same piece of information and interpret it in different ways. It's not just the concept that we ignore information that doesn't prove our beliefs, it's also the concept that we interpret information in a way that will prove our beliefs. As a more optimistic side note, confirmation bias also helps us with enjoying music, because we have a preconceived notion of how the beats and melodies will go, and then get rewarded when we can successfully predict them. We are humans, and as humans, we will always have imperfect information. This is why we are also irrational and biased creatures. The best we can do is be aware of the biases that we are victims to so that we can try to avoid them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
See you later. See you later.
Bye,
Talk to you
bye.
later.
Yeah.
It's been nice talking to you, stick figure.
And that was from Mindful Thinks. Just to give them their props there real quick. Mindful Thinks or something. Uh-oh, what am I doing?
There I do want to in our group chat, maybe we should put it on our Facebook page. There was like a 12-minute long video of this comedian talking, and
oh, that was hilarious.
It was really good, and it was presented in such a way that no matter what you believed what was being said, you could laugh about both sides, which he did a really good job of
putting it together,
breaking down confirmational bias.
Yep. All right. So, question: I was looking up some stuff this week. It was getting me to think back, even confirmation bias on other presidencies and other different times in my life where I was using confirmation bias, and I only wanted to find my facts to prove what I wanted, without trying to hear the other side. So I had some questions. If you already believe something, what are you more likely to Google? Evidence against it or evidence that proves you're right? So I love to argue, as Icy knows.
This is very true.
And I like to, so I always like to prove myself and my point right. So for the longest time, that was a big thing for me, is just I'll do whatever, find whatever source to back up whatever I wanted my narrative to be. So I would go through and just only find my stuff. And I had a friend of mine.
We all do that though.
Yep, all the time. I had a friend that told me, brought it to my attention about 10, 15 years ago, brought it to my attention that I do that often. So I was like, maybe I should not do that. So that's kind of when I started thinking a little differently and changing other things going from there. But it was very normal for me to completely think on my bias, on what I wanted only, and forget about whatever else the facts were. And that was kind of one of the things that when we were in the multiverse, and we would again, going back to our two towers that we had and all of our stuff that we would talk about,
your Kamala Tower and my Trump Tower,
and your Trump Tower that we had in multiverse.
Get people up to speed.
Yeah, thank you. We you want to tell them a little story just real quick?
No, what?
No, the tower, what it was,
no. So I had this big building, and I was like, you know what, the election's coming up, I want my own Trump Tower up here, and then all the floors, all the apartments, I'm going to put videos about Trump and blah blah blah, right? And in doing that, I think this is where you're going, because I was actually going to say something, but this is bringing it right to it.
Yeah,
everything that I put in there is obviously pro-Trump, because that's the bias that I'm seeking, right? So I would look up a video of, how what did he do when he was in New York? What did he do good? What did he do good? Now I didn't look up what did he do bad. What was anything bad, because I didn't want, that's not what I wanted out there. And then Devlin, which happened to own a building right across the street, a very tall building also, he put Kamala up there.
Yes, right? I did.
Because she was, so she was running because Biden wasn't anymore. But so he put a Kamala up and I put Trump up. But it's funny how the confirmation bias within the multiverse, that is, this is where you're
I was
going?
going with it. Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hold
So
on, I gotta
I'll
send
let
a
you.
picture to my brother real quick.
Okay, then I'll sell it then. Okay. So what happened was people would go to Devlin and complain to the owner of that plot that why are you allowing him to put a Trump building up? Why would you allow him to do that? And then, but nobody came to Devlin or complained to the plot owner, why is Devlin putting up Kamala building? No one said anything negative about Kamala.
Not
They just said,
one.
not one person, but they had several complaints like, and in the multiverse, you can't like spray paint. You can't you can't do anything to take it down. If I own it, regardless of where it's at in the multiverse.
Right.
But what this other guy, I'm not going to say any names or nothing, but this person that owned a store underneath my building, or was it across? Was it on yours? Okay,
no, it was on yours.
Underneath my building, there was.
Yes,
that was
it was yours. It was yours.
Oh, was it mine?
No,
Okay.
he owned
Anyway,
yours.
there's a storefront. Yeah. I didn't own the store. So I couldn't change the outside, the windows. I couldn't change what's inside, videos. So this person that owned the store did all anti-Trump stuff. Big banners, Trump is a liar, Trump is a fraud, all this stuff. When you go in there, there's videos about how bad Trump is. And that, my thing is I can't control what's underneath there.
Right.
All I can do is make sure you see the big Trump,
going
on
down
there.
The outside. And that was it frustrated me to no end, only because I was, please, I can see if I had some people that came to me and said, why do you have it up there? Why are you doing that? Why are you both doing it?
Both would be good. Don't bring politics in the multiverse. That would be a different situation.
I would have taken that. I would have been like, okay, cool. But the fact that they attacked him and would talk crazy about how can he have that in there, and so the whole time, at first we both put it up there. It was just like, oh, this is going to be cool and blah 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 blah.
We'll take it down in a few days, or
yeah, we'll
whatever.
take it down. But then once they started talking and everybody was getting all heated and stuff, and it only fueled.
Oh, I remember what you did. Oh yeah, go ahead. I forgot.
No,
about this.
You go. Tell it.
No.
Okay.
I want you to tell it.
Oh, I was heated, so I went and I changed my side to Trump, and I alternated Trump and Kamala on my tower across, and I'm like, if you guys are gonna sit here and complain and whine and say that he doesn't get to express whatever he has, and you don't even want to give him that respect to be able to express himself like that, and you guys are going to come to me and say, oh man, why is he doing that over there, and oh, I can't believe
no
that.
one came to me though.
Yeah, I know.
No one said you got to. I remember early on, when Trump's name was brought up before the election, Catherine, I was in a room with probably 7 or 8 people, and everybody was against Trump, right?
Oh yeah.
And I'm just standing there going, okay, this is this is an interesting group. And I remember Catherine saying something like, whoever votes for him is an idiot or something. This is before like everything was known about me.
Right.
So, or what I was doing. And I was like, oh wow, okay. And but it's like, okay, it's just, again, we should be allowed to say what we want, but also other people. I didn't mean to call Catherine out, by the way. But no, I'm just saying. Yeah,
I know.
I'm gonna stop saying her name, Catherine Honeybear. I'm gonna stop saying her name, because that Honeybear Catherine. I don't want anybody to confuse anybody else. But no. But I love Catherine. So that's the thing. That my whole point is, she can have an opinion, and I disagree with you. I may disagree with it, but I don't fault her for having that. There are multiple times in the I know we're off topic a little bit.
No,
but there are multiple,
staying on topic.
But there are multiple times when I would talk to people that didn't know fully what I felt, right? Mm-hmm. That would say certain things like, cause I have a Survival for You store in there, and they would say, "Oh, do you have any like food that we can order from Amazon from your links?" And because this is he just got elected, and our whole world's gonna be destroyed because Trump's president now, and we're gonna go into World War III, and everybody's gonna be starving. And I'm like, yeah, it's right over here. Go ahead, buy this. You know what? I'm not gonna. You want to buy food from my links? Go
From
ahead.
Miley, yes.
I don't care.
They're the end of day. It's gonna be So that was interesting.
So my question to you is: you said, your question was, do I look for stuff to support my ideas or to not support someone else's? Is
evidence that prove you're right?
Okay,
so
evidence to prove.
Are you trying or evidence against it?
Okay, so against your own thoughts, then.
Right.
So
are you looking for evidence against it, or are you looking to prove yourself right? Because there's a difference. Proving yourself right instead of giving a factual opinion of something, instead of giving to prove if you're right or wrong or not, is not in the way, in my eyes, where we should be looking at it. I don't want to prove that I'm right. I want to give you factual information. I just want you to know what the facts are, regardless of if I'm right or wrong. These are the
true,
facts.
but we're innately programmed to try to support our own ideas. That's the hard part.
And that's where the point where I'm trying to get at is, me personally, I think that's looking at it. If I can only prove myself right all the time, and I'm just trying to prove myself right, I'm not actually trying to give facts. I'm trying to prove that I know whatever I'm talking about. And that shouldn't be, I'm not trying to prove what I know. I'm just trying to give you facts on what is presented.
Well, it's kind of the way I was looking at that question. You're kind of doing both at the same time in the way I look stuff up, right? Because I want to prove I'm right, but I also want to know the opposition, what they're going to say. So if I say that 2 + 2 is 4, and then I want to prove that 2 + 2 is 4, I want to show that the other side is saying 2 + 2 is 5 is wrong, right? So I'm fighting. I'm trying to support myself, but also prove I'm right.
But it just,
and then prove
that's
them
a
wrong.
byproduct. That's a byproduct. It's
yes,
like
at the
bonus.
same time.
It's like a bonus. Oh, sorry, Connor. What's up, man? I'm late, but you're here. Thank you. What's up, Connor? And Doc is at some little event. Don't worry about where he is. You just mind your business. Just know he's here. All right.
He is my business.
Yeah, he is my business. What do you all think about the crazy confusion or confirmation bias that AI pushes? You can ask him the same question depending on how you lead. I'm glad you asked that question.
Oh my God,
Connor.
that is
I know it is. On how you lead it all, AI or lead it will give you opposite answers based on what you want. That's 100% right, Connor. When you're AI, you want to, obviously we use AI every day and all the time. So we know, we try to trick it by playing the other side and want to making sure you get the other side's information. But it doesn't matter which ChatGPT, Claude, it's always going to support your narrative because it's designed to support you. So
it's a yes person.
Oh, 100%.
It is a yes, because every time I do something, like I've done these tests myself with AI. So I would say, well, what should I do as far as this, let's say, podcast? I'm going to do a podcast on this. Does this sound like a good idea to go this route? Right? Like to go against water being good for you. And then it'll be like, yes, that's a great way to look at it. Water is bad for you, and here's all the reasons why. And I'll be like, yeah. And then I'll open up a new tab and I'll be like, oh no, actually same tab. I wanted the same one. So I said, oh, well, actually, I was thinking about it, and I think water is good for you. And there's a lot of reasons why, right? Like, would that be a good way to do it? Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That is a great way to look at it.
Thought of that.
Yeah, that's a really good. And here's how we can work that out. Like, here's the supporting documents. Here's your sources. So AI is, and I did one about Martin Luther King. I was looking up stuff about slavery and things, right? And there are certain things I knew about Martin Luther King that he had in previous speeches, which contradicted a lot of what everybody thinks about Martin Luther King, right?
Mhm.
So I'm going through the whole list and I'm asking ChatGPT like all these things, and it is only feeding me good information about Martin Luther King. That's it. Oh, no negative.
Yes,
So
none
then,
whatsoever. Yeah.
I know. So then I said, well, isn't it true that he said this during this speech? And it said, oh, you're right. Looking at it now, you're right. That was said. But when I led to it, I led it all the
Right.
way up to where it needs to tell me this.
Right.
And then, but it
And then
would
it
not tell
finally,
me
yep, it wouldn't tell you.
until I
Wow.
specifically said it. And then it said, oh, you're right. Oh, no, I think it was about him having an affair or something. I think that's what it was because everybody's like, oh yeah, Martin Luther King is great, and I'm not. That's not in a debate right now.
I know.
But
No.
I'm saying that I said, but he's not perfect either, right? And it was like, no, he started this, he did this movement, he did this, he pushed this segregation, and then so I was like, oh well, I mean, if he had, so you're saying he has very good moral character. And it said
Right.
yes. And I said, would like breaking one of the commandments be bad moral character in today's society? And it said, well, yes, but he's a good moral person. I go, well, isn't there evidence that he had an affair? And it's like, you're right. Oh, he did have an affair.
Right.
And then, but still, even at admitting it
It still
still told
wanted
me
to
all the
push it
reasons
back.
why
Yep.
he is the
Yep.
best person and all this.
Exactly.
So
So, hey,
weird.
Nuts for Cola. What's up, Trace? Here, I'm gonna put her thing up there. Why is it not showing? Hello.
Operator error,
No,
perhaps.
the whole thing. It shows. Uh,
So speaking of confirmation
there it
bias,
is.
I know
think
we're gonna.
people.
Oh,
Hold on. I think people will look for things to support their idea, but you should be able to see if you are wrong. There you go. I like the way you put that, Trace. To look for things to support their idea. I like the way you put the idea because it's not necessarily you're trying to push a whatever on someone. It's an idea or a thought of what you're speaking on, and then you want to
I
see if you're
agree. I
wrong or
agree
not.
with her. I agree with her. But the fact is, I'm never wrong, and all my ideas are right. So I don't
Oh,
understand that really.
oh,
Going back to like why I'm wrong. That's
right.
weird.
No, that was a great way to put that, Trace. I like that. Support your idea and see if you're wrong on it. Kind of check yourself out and see if the way you thought, and then after you have realized you're wrong, how well are we at admitting it? Or how well
Well,
are we at going back and saying, you know what, you were right, and
that's hard. That is a hard thing for
it
just
is,
any human being to do is
it
admit when they're
is,
wrong.
it is, and to eat it and say, you know what, that was and I think we did that quite a few different times. I think there was times where we would talk about the border and different stuff where we both ended up on the same conclusion that we both want the same problem fixed, but we have different directions on going on how to get it. And I think there were times where we would be like, yeah, I can see you're right on this point on border stuff. There were quite a few things that you had brought up, but I mean, it's and that might have changed my view or outpoint of it.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Yeah,
What else
I
you
know.
got, Connor?
I know. I know that
Never
we.
mind. That was too fast.
What?
I think schools should teach how to properly research things. I remember writing a lot of argumentative essays to prove a point,
Connor,
but
what?
I
You
don't
can say
remember
hi,
too
Connor.
many essays. I don't remember too
Connor
many
sneaking behind
essays
you.
just researching facts. There you go. That would be a cool little class.
Well, wait a minute. Wait, no, hold on. That class already exists. Really, that's a debate class because
well, I guess it is
a lot
the
of times they
research.
say argue against your opinions.
Yes, that
That
is.
you have to pick your opinion or your side, and you have
I
to
didn't
argue
remember that.
against it.
Yes.
No debate class, though. It's a club.
Well, club, whatever.
Well, you could have joined the club.
Well,
Oh, but I see what you're saying, though, Connor. As a mandatory.
Yeah, but no, but
That
I
would
mean,
be in
there
your
is
English
debate
class.
club, I guess we'll call it.
They should
But
add it
yeah,
into your English class, or
I mean,
into,
nowadays our schools should be teaching exactly what we just talked about with confirmation bias when it comes to AI. Because people are growing up and they look up one thing on AI, and that's the gospel now.
That's it.
Right?
Oh yeah. Yep.
And that's really not
or
it.
they've seen 1,000 YouTube videos or TikTok videos that support their narrative. And then actually, so here we'll segue into social media because
I was already going
I
there, but you kept talking.
I know.
But
That's what we're going back to. Yep.
The only thing I was going to say about social media is with the algorithms being part of confirmation bias is because when I start watching cute dog videos, then there's another one and I hit like, and the algorithm goes, he likes these videos. He loves dog. Now we're going to throw in some cats. We're going to capybaras. We're going to throw, because those went on. They were on my feed for a long time. Those big gigantic capybaras or whatever. Dude, I want one so bad.
Yes,
it got me looking up, can I own one?
Yes, I know. You called me. You called me and you're like, hey, we can own one. You have to have this, 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 and this. And they're the coolest. No one ever messes with them. And he's sending me videos.
Yeah. But it works in my favor too, with the algorithms like that, the confirmation. Because if I'm looking up kitchen tables, right, what I'll start doing is going to all my social media, right, and I'll start going to Google and Facebook, and I'll be like, what's some good tables to buy? And I'll go to this, and next thing you know, all my ads are coming up with this sale is on for this table. This table's good for this. And so I like that because now I'm seeing all these choices for myself where I didn't have to do the work. I let the algorithm do the work.
Run it. But there's the flip side to that would be the politics side, where you're only hearing that one side, or I mean, I'm not a big scroller on social media anyway, but when I do get on there and the feeds that I get through, they're always the same ones, but I very rarely, I don't actually know a time where I've actually gone on and searched to go out of that to create a whole new algorithm to change what comes up on my
I do it a lot.
Yeah,
I don't, because I can't stand it when it's that's all I'm seeing, except for my own creators that I follow.
Right.
That's fine. Throw those up all the time. But
I need to do that more. I don't go on a lot, but on the dead scrolling and going all that. But when I do, I never search specifically out of it to change the algorithm.
I do. Yeah, you can definitely do that to change your algorithm.
Yep.
It'll take a while. You got to hit a couple likes on videos
on
and stuff.
But yeah, because sometimes you just want to switch it up a little bit and not see the same old. So you can hear the other side.
When I was going back to church many years ago, and I was watching videos, right, about Mormons and different things. Again, technically to support my confirmation bias.
Exactly.
Man, it's everywhere. If you start opening your eyes, it's honestly everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I was doing this week. This whole week I was doing that.
I was baptized Mormon when I was 16, but kind of fell away from the church a little bit. Little backstory. But I was in a time of my life, and I was like, I need to get back into it. And so I started looking up more things about Mormons, more LDS church and stuff. And I was watching this one video, about a half-hour video, and I'm watching it, and I'm starting to feel, I'm like, this is starting to make sense. It makes sense. And then I got a weird feeling in my gut and my chest. And later I realized that was the Holy Ghost saying, this is not good. What you're actually watching is not good. Right. Honestly, it doesn't support what you're looking for, kind of thing. Because it was saying how not only bad the Mormon religion was indirectly, but it was saying how bad religion in general is. Basically, and then I looked up the YouTube channel.
Right.
It's an atheist channel.
Oh my gosh.
So it was God telling me, regardless of what you're looking for, this isn't what you're looking for. But even back then, I was looking for things to support what, I guess, like Tracy said, I wanted something to support my ideas, right? Like, I think this is a great idea. I want to support that.
Yeah. And I think that, nowadays, I said, Tracy, the way she said that was perfect.
But now I'll watch one about the teen takeovers, right? I'll be watching videos about the teen takeovers in
Oh
across
yeah,
the malls and
yeah,
on the beaches and then so then I'm seeing one, oh, this happened in New Jersey, and then I share it, and then
yeah.
this happened here, and next thing you know, I'm going down this rabbit hole going,
Yes, they're
that's
everywhere.
all I that's all I see now. That's
Yeah,
all I'm seeing. And it's supporting everything that I think is bad about the respect that these kids are doing to
right.
cars and neighborhoods and mom
Yep.
and pop shops and all this stuff. When they come in and they just smash display cases and steal and run, it's like, what is going on? You
Yeah,
know?
exactly. So
That's
yeah,
when I
but
gotta
that
break out of it.
supports, yeah, is getting stuck in that dead scroll on those things to bring in all the negative. Yeah, you should just type in type in positive things so we can change the algorithms in general. Why don't we just
I
change the
usually wait till the
algorithms?
end to challenge people on something, but I think the challenge is change your algorithm.
Yeah, change it.
Just when you see the same thing, because for some people, and I'm not
Hmm.
saying me and you, we're not in this group, I don't think, but some people might be a little mental. And when they
Hmm.
doom scroll and it's all about how
Yes.
this Asian person did this Asian person,
And it just keeps going and keeps
their mind me like
going.
every time they see an Asian person, they want to hit them. And
Yep.
it can lead to violence. Like,
Oh yeah.
so even if you think you're sane, which I think I am, kind of,
Me too.
yeah, well, no, you're not, but I know I
No,
am.
I'm sane.
I'm gonna look that up. Is
Yeah.
Devlin sane? Uh,
Oh, I thought you were gonna ask Alexa.
why is Devlin not
Davelin.
sane?
Davelin.
Devlin, devil land. See, he's a devil. Now the algorithm's gonna kick that in, and everything
Yes.
about it's all gonna be about
Mm,
devils.
mm. And don't forget, everyone, your phone's always listening. Your phone and your AIs and all of your electronics are always listening for the algorithm to pick up and hear what you're saying, because the algorithms do change based on hearing you say stuff. So I mean, we
I
can talk about stuff right now, and I'm sure my phone's listening.
Oh my
And
God,
as
me and
soon as
Rolo
I
experience this
oh, I
when
do it all the
we're on the
time.
phone.
Yes.
I'll get off the phone, and also our friend, one of our friends, she even messaged all of us. She's like, we were just talking at lunch about whatever or at dinner, and then the next day, sweaters for sale. Like it's like how? Oh, I didn't even
Yep.
type. I
It's
didn't nothing.
it's
That
all about
well, here's the thing.
money. It's all
I got an
about
argument with someone about our smart devices listening.
oh yeah.
They said no, they're not listening. I go, they are. They're always listening. They're like, no, okay, really. They think if I say I'm going to, unalive myself, right, that it can hear that. I go, it definitely hears that.
Oh yeah,
And
without a
what
doubt.
finally got him to realize that I was right, which again, I'm proving myself right, right?
Right.
I said, how does your Alexa know to answer you when you say the wake word? If it wasn't listening, how would it know that it's listening
For
for
that word
Alexa?
specifically.
Right. Alexa, stop. I just saw that. I saw the ring go right in the corner of my eye. They're listening to
They're
us.
listening their
Okay,
whole time.
they're
That's what I'm
listening.
saying.
Matter of fact, I think there was a couple lawsuits. You could look it up, which will help change your algorithm.
Hey
But
Trace. No, I'm just kidding.
no, I'm not changing my algorithm.
Come on, Trace. Change
No,
your
she's looking
algorithm.
at no, she's looking up Australian strippers.
Right.
That's all she gets. Australian accent, hot Australian accent,
Come on, Trace. We need some facts.
Australian.
Change your algorithm. Mix it up.
No, but no, just for experiment. Try to change your algorithm. See how long it takes.
Hmm. Hmm.
And if you can, get
I am
back in
for
our
this week.
chat and tell us, yeah,
Yeah,
tell us that you did it. And
I'm gonna do it this
it,
week. Change my
if you're
algorithm around.
if you're stuck in that political or ideology of a certain way, try to change that. Because I know one time I was scrolling and I read something about, I don't even know, but it was political, and it was saying something. It was like all anti-Trump, and I go, what the heck? How did that get in there?
How did you get in there? How did
I
you
was like,
sneak your
I
way
thought
in
I
there?
put. You don't have the combo, right? I did not give you the
I
combination to get
didn't
into
give
my
you
feed.
permission. All right, so Kevin, So Kevin just said, "What's up?" Kevin says, "You guys are missing the game." Do you know what game we're missing, Icy?
Oh, is it the World Cup? Are we getting close to the end?
We already got.
We already done. We're done with World
We're
Cup.
so bad. Hey,
We did. Yeah, once America was gone,
yeah, you checked out.
My
But,
algorithm
hey,
changed.
I guess apparently we're missing a game right now that's on Go Team. I don't know who's playing.
Go Sports Ball Team.
Oh, so the only reason why we got Kevin in here today is because it's overtime. Oh, overtime. Oh, World Cup. You guys are missing the game. Yes, the World Cup.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yep, Connor, I've seen videos. Oh, here's Connor. I've seen videos where people make a fresh IG account and see how long it takes for them to get it right. Oh, that's kind of cool.
I don't want to, man. That's a great idea.
A whole account? Yeah, I'm like,
I don't want to mess with that, dude. That's
I ain't got
new
time
Gmail.
That means I gotta yeah. Oh man,
I gotta delete it. I gotta figure out how to delete it later.
And then that's just to change the algorithm and see how it goes. No, I'll just change my own.
Yeah,
I don't want to create a new one. I'll just change my own. So Kevin said it's in overtime. Hey, what's up? Welcome, Kevin.
Wait, is this the final? Is this the actual final World Cup match right now?
Yes.
Alexa, is the World Cup, is this the final game? Who's winning and who's playing?
The World Cup final is Spain versus Argentina, kicking off today at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. It's currently live and tied at 0-0, so no winner yet.
Oh,
Alexa, stop.
Yet. Thanks for the update, Alexa.
Don't keep calling to her. She's going to listen to you.
Oh, I woke up his. That was me. Made a mistake. I'm not Doc yelling at you.
Who'd you wake up? Oh,
my Alexa. I woke up. Oh, I did it again. Sorry.
Alexa,
again.
Play Britney Spears. Alexa, play Britney Spears.
I have headphones on.
Alexa, stop.
Yeah, see? Alexa, play Britney Spears. No, Alexa, stop.
Britney Spears
Alexa,
on Amazon Music.
Alexa, stop. I was just getting into it. Oh. Okay, so back to confirmation bias.
Yes.
Now, I didn't think about this now, but obviously it can be harmful. Confirmation bias.
Hold on. Can I stop you real quick? Let me finish this chat. He said ESPN. Oh yeah, and Argentina, and he said yes, and this is the one I wanted to see. I'm going to Spain. Yeah. You gonna just rub it in our nose, Kevin? Yeah, way to go, man. We're not.
He should be there now. Spain's in the final.
Well, that's I think what his point is.
But no, you said he's going. He can't go there and be there by the time it's over.
No, he might be on his way. He might be on the flight right now.
No, he's not. They don't got good Wi-Fi.
He's going for Spain. He's not going to.
Oh, see, you gotta clean those glasses.
No, he corrected it and changed the thing.
No, it's still on you.
Yeah.
So
are you sure you're gonna confirmation bias? Yeah. Are you sure it's me?
Kevin, can you please confirm that for my biases or whatever? Is that a word? That is right.
I don't know. My biases. What are you? I don't know if it is a word.
Okay, there might be some bourbon in here. I'm not sure.
My biases.
I think that's a real word.
I don't know. It might be.
Ask your friend, your AI friend there.
No, you have one there. You can talk to her.
I know, but I don't want to have to change her volume up louder.
No, it's okay. No, I'm okay. Biases. We'll just stick with it is a word.
Alexa, volume 8. Alexa, is there a word called biases based on like the word bias?
Yes. Biases is the plural of bias, referring to multiple tendencies or
No, Alexa, biases. Is that a word? Biases.
Connor said yes, that is a word. Thanks, Connor.
Is a valid English word. The plural.
Alexa, stop. God, she's gonna talk about how she's going for Spain. And then I'm gonna say, are you going for Spain or are you going to Spain? And it's gonna be a whole thing.
A whole conversation on
Thanks,
Spain.
Kevin. Thanks for
Yeah,
all
way
this.
to go,
Thank
Kevin.
you. Just go to Spain, okay?
Okay, gents, I'm off to the game. Yeah, whatever. Later, Kev. Thanks for coming and stopping by. Hey, make sure you hit that like button before you leave. Hit it and the like and subscribe. Make sure.
You know what? I didn't even see the link. You didn't send the link for. Oh, you.
I did. I posted.
You might have posted it.
I didn't put it in our chat.
Yeah, because I like to share it. It's all right.
I did post it. Sorry.
That's okay.
Everybody.
All right. So now I think the negatives on biases, I don't know. Are they even equal? I don't know. I look at confirmation bias as being something that's generally good. I would say it's generally good in the aspect of I want to look stuff up to support myself, right? If I'm gonna release a book in Spain and it's anti-Spain soccer book, I'm going to want to know, is Spain a good idea to release my book about this anti-Spain in Spain? Like, that's where I'm looking for clarification. I'm looking for that.
But on that book, if you're going to write a book on how Spain is bad or whatever, you would also want to be able to support that narrative by finding the other side that can prove why someone would think he's not, or you've got to
but in that real quick scenario though, I'm writing a book. I don't want it to fail. I wouldn't want to write a book about the great how great it is to kill sea lions and then try to market it to us environmental people.
Yeah, that would just be silly. That would be silly.
I don't. But first of all, I don't agree with clubbing seals. Yeah, I just want to go on record.
I don't either.
No clubbing of seals.
Just none whatsoever. That's mean. Now you got my head brain gone.
So hold on. About bias. Tell me if this is confirmation bias. I'm writing this book, right? I'm writing this couple scenes, and I'm trying to get it right. And so I put down into my Claude or ChatGPT, and I say, because there's a lot of violence, right? There's blood, there's violence, and it gives like a little disclaimer. Oh, this is a fictional book about fantasy, not reality, blah, blah, blah. And it gives that disclaimer and then continues. And it's like,
all the way. Yeah.
It's kind of like a disclaimer going, he's not talking about actually hurting people.
Right.
And this is a story that's made up. Like that's not really confirmation bias, is it?
In a way, yes, because it's kind of confirming what your narrative and what you believe.
Yeah, I don't think
I don't.
I'll withdraw it. I'll withdraw it. Officer. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Your Honor. Your Honor. Withdrawn.
Thank you.
I'd like to withdraw that. I am
my stupid client doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't know what to keep his mouth. Yeah.
Your Honor, that darn stroke.
That's a flashback right there.
That darn stroke, it got him.
That darn stroke just got me to say some nonsense.
He got him here rambling.
Yeah. The worst thing, the worst thing that the judge is going to say, as long as your client doesn't start a podcast, he can go
or create graphics without being able to see. As long as he can not do that.
See, that's when ChatGPT and all these other AIs, they didn't care if I misspelled the word. They didn't care. Where were they when I needed them?
Yeah. Thank goodness for AI advancement. Well, we'll say that. Because when we first started out and IC was making those images, oh man.
Well, not only did we make them, we sold them with misspelling of our own podcast. And we decided as a group, we're going to leave them up.
We're going to keep them.
This is now part of our history of our podcast. Anybody that buys them now is going to have a really good collector's item.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Speaking of that, you can get some of our merch.
You can. And where can they get that? I see. They can get it from our TeePublic. Oh, the best way to get it is off of our website.
Yep, which has a link to the TeePublic, right?
What's the website? I'm asking
Tri
you to
Virtual
say-
Roundtable?
Yeah, what is it? TriVirtualRoundtable.net. I was just trying to get you to say it. But
Not, it's not dot fun.
.com.
It's not dot fun.
It's .net. TriVirtualRoundtable.net. You can go get all of our merch there. You can see all of.
You can actually watch. Can't you watch our podcast there too?
Right now?
Yeah.
It's on there while we speak. If you go over to Tri.
Hold on, I gotta go. Give me 1 minute. I need to go check on something.
No, stop. What are you doing?
I want to check my website and see what.
That's emotional damage.
Who said that? I say that a lot in my chat. Oh my god, dude! When I see someone acting a fool and they say some crazy stuff, I'm like, emotional damage. Like that's all I need to say. I don't even need to say anything else. Like this lady, and I hope it's a parody. I hope it's a lie. She says, "How do we think our country is celebrating the 250th anniversary when our year is 2026? The math does not add up. Like, how are we celebrating 250th?" I go, and then people say, "No, her whole content is like she is misinformed on a lot of things. She really thinks that this is true." And I'm reading like 150 comments. I spent probably an hour. I like can't be true. Just can't be true. You can't really add math that way. But then I realized she was a girl. She has girl math. She's using girl math.
Right. There is two different maths. There is two different maths.
100%. My favorite girl math. I know we're off topic. My favorite girl math scenario.
We're done with topic.
Okay, but no, my favorite one is where the husband goes. So my wife goes to buy something and she says, "I don't need this purse, but it's 50% off. So I buy it." And then I tell her that she just spent $100. She goes, "No, I saved 100. It's like, no, you didn't save 100 on because you didn't need this. You spent 100 that we didn't have on something, but that's girl math.
Yeah, girl math. That's a good
Tracy,
math.
don't comment on girl math, please.
Hey, Tracy, can you give me some statistical facts on girl math?
No, she can't. She's a girl. She can't give you anything mathematic about that.
You're in trouble. I just want you to know you're in
I'm
trouble.
not turning around. I'm not going to turn around.
If I were you, you were on a roll earlier. You
I torpedo myself
a little bit.
I torpedo myself. I've been watching too much The Last Ship.
Do you?
I've been watching The Last Ship. They got torpedoes. Their ships shooting each other. Ugh.
You torpedo
My
yourself?
algorithm is all messed up now.
You like torpedoing yourself?
I don't know if that's a term. I'm not going to look that up. I am not going to look that up.
I'm sorry. It's the ending of the podcast. We like to. We're not ending yet, but I just thanking everyone for showing up and listening to our mess today.
Well, we really want to know though. Confirmation bias was something Arcadian brought up, and I didn't know the term. Right. And matter of fact, when I was trying to research this topic, I kept telling my Alexa, I'm like, I didn't know the words. I said, can you tell me the word that's like when I'm looking up something to support my idea? Like, and it said all these other words. I go, no, I think it has a F in it, like a foreign. And then it said confirmation bias. I was like, good job, AI. You did it. You did it for me. So that's how I found it.
Hi, Linda's just stopping by to say hello. Spain won the World Cup. Hey, Glow.
I thought it was, it's overtime.
It's over now, yeah. Yep.
No, I was thinking it was halftime or, wait a minute, football has three quarters in it, right?
You're asking the wrong, I don't know. Dude,
I don't watch it.
It's a whole bunch of minutes.
That's no.
It's like
no. I don't think it has three. No, it doesn't have three. That's basketball, right? Is there 3 quarters in basketball?
No.
What the heck has 3 quarters in it?
4.
I know. I right after I said it.
Yeah, no, but
Alexa, what sport has 3 quarters in the sport? 3 timed sections. I'll find out.
We figured.
Ice hockey is the sport that's divided into 3 timed periods.
Ice hockey.
That's
Usually
which is
20 minutes long with
Alexa,
which is
stop.
really interesting that you're asking about hockey in general. That it's hockey that you don't know. That's 3/4.
I don't know. I don't follow hockey either. But I
That's
remember there was a sport that I go, I'm not going to, like cricket, right? When I lived in England, I had to learn how to play, not play cricket, but I had to learn about it because there's a lot of local cricket matches, right? And so I had to know how it worked. Hockey, I don't have no reason to look that up, except for the fact that I knew there was.
You're not a hockey fan?
Not really. The Kraken, I guess, is good. My son likes the Kraken.
Oh,
So.
Who's the Kraken?
The Seattle Kraken, the
Kraken. Okay.
hockey team.
Yeah.
I know a little bit.
Just a little.
But,
I know none. Zero.
Well, what was I going to say about confirmation bias? I really, if anybody's out there, like out of our 6 million people that are still watching, can somebody?
It went down to 5. It went down to 5.
That's why I'm not getting any interactions.
I know.
That's why we're not.
We're only down to 5 million.
Those bots that we paid for, they're not supposed to leave until the end of the podcast.
I know. I'll talk to them.
That was $1,000 wasted.
Yep, gone. You were going to say yes, but tell us next week if you changed your algorithm.
But also, is there any examples that you now can look in the world, right? Like you start thinking about it, how often this comes up? Like it comes up way more than after hearing about it. I'm just amazed how much we all do it.
I wonder if my phone is listening. Give me more information about confirmation bias. Feed my feeds with really cool stuff about confirmation bias. Are you listening, phone?
Hey, you need to change. Are you listening, phone? Not how it works.
Hey, phone, are you listening?
Listen,
I want you to change
I know
my
we're way off
algorithm
topic
to
now,
happy
but
things.
change the voice for Doc's Alexa. Change it to because there's like 6 voices that you can use. You need to say, hey, can I change all you have to do is say, can I change my voice? It'll say, yeah, do you want a feminine or a masculine voice?
There you go.
And change it.
I will. Dang it, he's probably watching.
No, he's not.
No, if he was, he would jump on.
He's rubbing some girl's foot right now with lotion.
Yeah, right.
At his
he's at
conference.
Lotion. No, he is. It's a conference.
I don't know what he's using for his lotion.
I know.
He probably has a basement that he has some lotion on a table and then just posters or a screen right in the basement. That's what he probably has.
Right. Okay. All right. Enough about Doc. He's not here. Doc, so for those of you that are, maybe I should put up, actually, let's do a little commercial for him real quick.
Let's do one let's don't do one for him. Let's do one for Catherine.
Oh,
it's her year.
Yes. Let me put up her image. I'm so glad you said that. If you're still watching, Honey Bear Catherine will be there.
She's probably mad at me about the Trump thing.
No, she's not.
Because my guy won,
Yeah, right. All right.
I'm not saying how I voted. I'm not going to say that out loud. I was using reverse psychology putting up that Trump tower.
Yeah, you did. Share. There it is. It is. Honey Bear Catherine. She is having her 1-year anniversary, and it's going to be.
Is that the right image?
Friday. Yeah, Friday, July 24th, right?
Okay. Yeah.
That is right. Yeah, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's going to be in Honey Bear, Catherine's Haven, Friday. You have to be there. We're going to be there, all 3 of us.
5 o'clock Pacific. 5 o'clock Pacific.
So we're all going to be there, and we'll be hanging out. So for those of you that are still in the VR world, that still go in there, we're going to be there on Friday the 24th for Honey Bear Catherine. It's her 1-year anniversary. And so
I am impressed with how she transitioned into Club Room so well.
Too, yeah.
You like she already has people going there, like expanding her reach on that digital platform or VR platform.
Yeah.
So,
and
Club Room.
I'm gonna give her some cool props because me and Icy, we don't go into her podcast as much as we should, and we're sorry. I'm really sorry. I need to go in there more. But when we do go in there, we go up. Last time I went up there and was getting a little out of control. No, it may have been the time before, and was running around on the stage just because that's what I do. And I was up there, and she has her cool little cue card up there, and all these cool things that she put
Her cheat
together for
sheets.
her. Yeah, and I'm like, man, that would be cool if I want a virtual card, so I can my notes and stuff. But she's done an amazing job in there with her Honey Bear Haven. It's awesome, and just the whole process and her creating the podcast for a whole year and keeping going. It's awesome. And
And
she started us out. Oh,
we were her first guests, is what I was
Yep.
gonna
Oh yeah.
mention.
Yep. And she really helped us get going and gave us a little bit of support, helping us out producing when we were going to try to do it in Horizon World. So big supporter of us, and she's always been there. So thank you, Honey Bear. Appreciate
Yeah,
you.
we abandoned Horizon Worlds.
Oh my gosh.
It was just it wasn't. I don't know. It just wasn't working for us
at all.
That's
wasn't gonna.
Another testament that Catherine stuck with it and made it work.
Yeah, we tried. We tried. So you got anything else, Icy? Back to you, Bob. You're Bob
Doc
today.
No, no, I'm not Bob. No
you're
way.
Bob. No way. No way.
I'll just say, well, first of all, we'll do a call out of our stuff real quick. I noticed that Devil has been making a few new apps. I've seen them pop up.
I have quite a few.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's good. I made I used to read Savage Sword of Conan comics. They're black and white. And it was like a fantasy Conan, obviously Conan. So,
right.
and I always wanted to make my own type of that. So this particular book called Wolf Creek, which was named after, it's named after a small town going towards Oregon that we used to tell our kids that if we ever break down and have to go to Wolf Creek, we're probably going to die. Because there's they're cannibals living there. No one who ever goes into Wolf Creek lives. So we would when they were younger, we'd always make up stories like, "Oh gosh, I'm running out of gas," and then like Connor would be like, "No, we can't. Wolf Creek is coming. We can't pull off on Wolf Creek." So that was the joke going for so many years. And then,
do you mind if I show your book cover?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I didn't send it to you.
You did?
Did I send it to you? Oh, I guess I did. Okay.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's his next book. You get a sneak peek before it's
so
released.
It's basically, it's going to be a series. I had a Dungeons and Dragons character named Quickbow. And so this is basically, I'm remembering some of the adventures that he used to go on, and I'm putting them down as part of the adventures. Yep. So it'll be a series.
Yep. So for those of you, I build and develop apps and websites and stuff. So if any of you want to know mediaforyou.fun, media, MEDIA, the number 4, the letter U, .fun.
Let's see if
check us
the
out.
actual paperback was done.
So that's a little bit. And your other book you just finished one that got posted. I saw it too. You got another book that's on Amazon right now. What was it?
Oh no, I don't want to talk about that one.
Oh, okay.
That was the latest coloring book. And
yes.
You're
right. All right. So I think we're a wrap, and we want to thank everybody.
It is the paperback. Only the Kindle's available. Okay, only the Kindle is available in my book right now.
On which one? For this one?
For the Wolf Creek.
Yeah, Wolf Creek. Amazon. Look him up. Michael Stan.
Yep.
And anything else you got?
I had a question. I had a quick question about the one app that you shared. I don't know if you made it. I don't know if you made it or Doc made it or somebody else, because it didn't have your name attached to it at all.
Which one?
Something you just shared, and I was like,
my MarketScape. Was it the one that had about the
marketing? I think it was.
Swap meets and the
that was you then.
Yeah, that was me. I'm creating a
Okay.
network for swap meets and fairs and markets that have, and they get to have a pin and be able to be on a network database.
So is that something that you would like? Because I know here we used to have a Starlight Drive-In was turned into a swap meet.
Yeah,
It was
that's exactly for, what's the name of it?
Well, it's not anymore.
Oh,
it used
okay.
to be.
It would
Yeah.
be for that, yes. And I would put those on, and people, those places sign up, and they're on they get their own map and all kinds of cool stuff and advertise.
Because there are swap meets that are regular, like all summer, and even indoor ones in the winter.
Oh yeah, yep. They're all over the place, all the way across the country. So I'm developing it with another guy, and we're putting it together, and it's going to be pretty amazing. So for all of you swap meters out there that go to the swap meets, I'm looking for ambassadors for those swap meets that can be the representative of the market, and we'll get you in.
Now you don't have to have a You don't have to have a representative. You can still plug in because it's public information.
You can, but that representative gets a little kickback, so they get rewards and affiliate stuff. So
can this be broken? Can this be broken down? I know I've seen them before, but speaking of like a side project of the swap meets, like local,
do you want me to
like,
put it up? Hold on, I'll put it up real quick.
No, local, yard sales, because
you can. Yes,
that's
you can
a fast moving. That's a fast moving. Yard sales come and go all year, or
you can have those on the map for all of a sudden if you need.
Does it cost money to put them on there?
To actually be on it, there's you get a lower discount. There's there it is right here, and for doing it, I have a few swap meets on here already that are participating. So pretty cool. So you open up Cowtown. Hold on.
So if I have like our town here, what time do we do our big one? August. We do our whole town does one where people come from all over. Everybody's supposed to do it that weekend. So that's something that I could send you that info, right?
Definitely.
And then
you just tell me the name. You just tell me the name of it, and I'll put it.
I don't know the name. I'll have to find it out.
I'll find it out. But yeah, so that's one of the projects. Thanks for saying that. But yeah, that one's going to be fun. And
well, because when I put my yard sale on there, I'm not paying any money.
My other people. Oh, you wouldn't have to pay anyway.
Yeah, I'm not paying. Just saying.
You have admin rights. It's already baked in. All right.
Great. I don't want those.
I know you don't, but it already is. So that's the way it is. So it's a wrap. We're done. Thank you, everyone, for coming out and watching us. We appreciate.
Check your confirmation bias at the door, people.
Yeah, at the door. Check it.
You know, you check your coat. That's the saying, right? Check it at the door.
Yeah,
check it at the door. Check your confirmation bias at the door.
Yep.
Love basically, really, I want one last thing. I encourage people to look up the reverse of your confirmation bias.
Yeah.
Look that up for a hot minute.
Yep. I am committing to it this week, and I'm going to change the algorithm. I'm going to specifically phone, if you're listening, change my algorithm. Give me some.
Cool, oh my gosh, mine just said it's updated. Yeah. Oh, mine just changed. Okay, thank you for that.
All right.
All right.
We're all done. Is it me or you?
Thank you.
You, me. It's all me. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you, God. I thank you for this podcast, and I thank you for just being able to come on here every week and try and give our opinion and our ideas on how to build bridges and not meet these walls with each other, that we can come together in harmony and love each other like you want us to do. Lord, I ask that you will continue to bless us throughout the week. Help us to have great days, and we love you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. I see how you plugged Mr. Harmony. I saw you use the word harmony.
You like that? You like that?
Yeah. We're trying to get the algorithm.
Get algorithms. Harmony. I want, hey, phone, if you can just give me everything harmony, that would be great. All right.
One last disclaimer on my new book. There is some adult activity in it. So don't just buy it for your kid thinking it's just like a cute story.
Okay.
Okay. I just want to put that out there.
Thank you for the disclaimer. Yep. Good one.